I will lift up my eyes to the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help comes from the Lord which made heavens and earth. He said, He will not suffer my foot to be moved. The Lord which keepeth me, He will not slumber nor sleep. I want that to be your constant watchword in these difficult times. Don't run into frustration. Don't get depressed. Be serious with your altar. I have an information from God. Many believers are no longer serious with their altars. There is too much weakness, and weakness is everywhere. Falling in and falling out of mistakes, falling in and falling out of sin is not taking you to heaven. Just is that 2-3 days ago, I keep receiving calls and texts of so many misbehaviors from children of God. The power of grace has what it takes to keep you. It kept men. It is keeping men. Take your altar serious. Be serious with your walk with God. This is an era where there is too much programs, too many conferences, that you may go around praying from conference to conference and thinking you have prayer life, forgetting that your walk with God is personal. Your individual relationship with God on your altar is where matters. Take your altar serious. Stop playing with your altars, so that devil will stop playing with you. Stop playing with your walk with God. Can you be serious with it? These are perilous times, and no man know the day that he shall come. Your garment, Bible said, must be white. What it takes to keep your garment pure is an atmosphere. You must constantly be under an atmosphere. If not, tell me how your garment can be white always. And that's the prescription of the scriptures. It said your garment must be white always. Don't stain your garment and come and sit down and hide and pretend that all is well. When all is not well, cry out. The worst set among children of God now are people who are wallowing in uncleanliness and are pretending that all is well. Those that open up are far better than you. Take your altar serious, lest you perish. There is battles everywhere. Unseen forces contending. You know, I travel so much. The rate of accident I am meeting on the road, I've discovered that there is a fresh sacrifice to release demons afresh. People are not serious with God again. You turn the Bible, people start sleeping. People have made their phone their gods. They hold their phone and chat away and play away and talk away their time. Most often things that are not serious. If you give your altar the time you give your phone, I am very sure that you can't be like this. Don't make your phone your God. Your handset is a tool in your hand. Let it not become a tool or convert you to a tool in Satan's hand. The time people burn in their phones, burn in so many things, and there is no time daily for God. It is the matter on the air now. People are getting crushed and squashed everywhere. I'm receiving reports of accidents, then I'm seeing accidents with my eyes. The other day that we were coming from Ibadan to Osun State, the number of bodies I met on the road, in the pool of blood, none of them breathing. The driver that was driving us was so much in a shock that I needed to tell God to please help me where this driver is. The dead bodies he saw put him in a shock. Is that clear? Talk to me. Is that clear? Now I've just spotted 1, 2 of you sleeping. I will just come to your seat now and slap you. Touch Mike, touch that young girl. I don't know what is wrong with you people. Are you following the things I'm telling you? If you joke with your altar, I can bet that currently your Christianity looks like a joke. Even you know that you are not serious. And there is no other remedy. There is nothing else wrong with you, if not the fact that you are playing with what? Your altar. That's the only thing wrong with you. Nothing else is wrong with you. At times, you try to be serious for 2-3 days and expect results that men have in 13 years of consistency to come upon you. Results that men out of over 10 years, 13, 15 years of consistency on their altar have. You just try to be serious in 2-3 days and you are wondering why is God, is this thing not working? It's working. You are the one that don't want to work it. These are difficult times. Stand in the gap so you don't lose your loved ones. Stand in the gap so you don't bury anybody. Stand in the gap. Stand in the gap. I have a daughter currently in the hospital. She will still come and give her testimony. She says she will still arrange her testimonies and come and give me. By the way, today I'm going to give space. If there are 1 or 2 testimonies, I'm going to give space for it. She said she will still come for her testimony. Are you following me? All of a sudden, her stomach swelled and became so painful. So painful that she could not sleep, she could not stand, she could not sit, she could not lie down, she could not do anything. She went to one hospital, they said intestinal something. She went to another one, they said fibroid. Young girl of 20-something years. She called me and said, Daddy, they said I should do surgery. I'm not doing surgery. I want to come. Pray for me. She came. I prayed for her. After some days, the matter became more intense. I called her. I said, go to the hospital. To a particular hospital. I said, go there. She went there. A professional hospital. The doctor examined her, looked and said, what? Said there is fibroid in the stomach, there is fibroid in the womb, and then that appendix has blown into pieces. That the matter is not even fibroid now, that the appendix are blown and the thing is in shambles and everywhere is full of the debris of the appendix. They bought a drug worth 100 and something thousand naira that they were injecting her and dealing with the appendix. The doctor now sent for a specialist in that field. The specialist came, looked at it and said, what is going on here? There is no appendix. Who said this appendix? Appendix what? He said there is no appendix anywhere. Meanwhile, in between these doctors and whatever, almost every night she will call me, Daddy, speak. The way I am feeling here, I may die here. Pray for me. All of a sudden she had a revelation where she and some of my workforce team were around. Some people were very serious, following what we are doing. Some persons seem as if they were playing. A demon entered and used koboko and faced everybody, especially those playing. Herself is one of the players. Don't be among the players, be among the prayers. The demon flogged her directly on her stomach. It was as soon as she woke up that this thing started. It is the effect of that cane. When we tell you that this is a spiritual word, you think it is a joke. It's not a joke. No video is ordinary. See these things you watch, they are not ordinary. No music is ordinary. Get serious, or you just announce to us that you are not in the faith at all. That's when you will now know the shield that you have been under. That's when you will now know the canopy and covering that has been over your head. She called, is that yesterday or day before yesterday, and said, she called Sam and also called me and said, thank God for me, I'm well now. They came and looked at her body, no appendix, anything. They only saw a mass of fibroid. I heard that the doctor put his hand in the buttocks. It's through the buttocks that they check. If you don't want somebody's hand to enter your buttocks now, I counsel you to get serious now. Some of you young men, you are not serious. Just playing around and masturbating around. Get serious. Stop that so you can face your destiny. Stop that. The way you are going, what you should touch in 5 years, you won't touch it in 25 years. You are wasting time. You are delaying yourself. She called him and said, thank God for me, sir. I broke 6 days fast today. For the past 6 days, in order to run her through test, no single food have crossed her mouth. Sam now started laughing at her. I said, hey, before when daddy talked fasting, you will be begging. We used to have, in the school of ministry, we used to have, especially the senior classes, we shared ourselves for almost, we've been practicing it for almost 4 or 5 years now. We share ourselves into day. Every day somebody is in the gap. Every day. Any little thing, especially that one, she will call, excuse me, I want to eat. On her own day of fast, can I eat? Why do you want to eat? She said that this side of her buttocks is paining her. Next week she will call and say that this side is paining her. Can I eat? One even had the audacity to call me because I saw that they started deceiving Sam. I now said, for that period, I said, no more. Every excuse should go through me. Let me know what you will tell me when you call. One called me and said that she doesn't understand herself. Daddy, I need to eat now. Please. I don't understand myself. I said, what is wrong with yourself that you don't understand? She said from head to toe that she's not just gathering and her body is becoming hot. I said, that's the more reason you should fast. The fact that you woke up and cannot understand yourself, you don't understand your destiny again, you don't understand your body again, you don't understand your mind is going out of order, you don't understand your body, that's the more reason why you should move closer to the secret place. But see, you want to eat. Instead of telling me that you are hungry, say you don't understand herself. I said it's normal. In fast, we don't used to understand ourselves. By fire, by force. She has now done 6 days dry. And to break the dry, they placed on a week of just very small pap. Don't take small, take small, take. After 5 spoons, they say stop. And she's thanking God for 5 spoons. Don't let any demon flog you on your stomach. Oh. It may sound cheap and it may sound ordinary to you. Even those of you following us online, you have to take what we are telling you very seriously now. Take what I'm saying very seriously. If you say, well, that this is a superstitious bullshit and some fanaticism, if you call it a fanatical statement, don't worry. That's how we are saying a lot of things are fanatics. Look at where Nigeria is now. Look at how things are turning around. So I counsel you to press. Go back to your altars, all of you. I hope you know when you sit down here, you can't deceive me. I have the eyes of an eagle. I have the eyes of a prophet. I can see dead altars. When I look at a congregation, I can see altars that are dead. With ashes on top of it. Go back. Awaken your altars. Awaken your altars. Awaken your altars and get serious with it. We are in a perilous time. Saints are falling. People that pray are not finding it easy. What do we do to people that don't want to pray? Get serious. Get serious so that you will not get wealth for cankerworm. Some of you are pursuing money with red eyes, with everything in you. You are pursuing money and even using the shoe with which you should pursue God to also pursue money. I want you to prosper. I encourage you to work hard, but give to Caesar what belongs, and to God what belongs. How can you give Caesar God's portion? It's an aberration. It's an aberration. It's an aberration. How can, it's an anomaly. How can you give Caesar God's portion? Then some of you who come here, by the grace of God, let this year just go as it go, take go. By next year, I will bring out my red eyes for many of you. Some of you don't have serious leadership. You just they do as you want. You sneak in, you sneak out. I want to raise an army. Men that wherever they appear, the same spirit the same spirit of might. For your information, as far as I'm concerned now, God has told me where I am now. What I am dealing with now is territories. Territories. Get out of this, all this family altar, this family altar, that, this one, that, these demons, that. There are territories. What I'm dealing with now is territories. Where I'm coming from today is a bloody community. You go there, you see massacre. Just days before my arrival, massacre, bloody community. They delight in war, blood. I came and started addressing the air. The students and the campus there are banned. They don't know the power holding them. I passed a junction and they told me that it's just like a nickname for that junction is blood altar. Every week 2-3 people die. Every week. The brother said to me, man of God, this place claims life every now and then. I stopped. I came there. I asked him, I said, remind me. He reminded me. I came there and slowed down and stopped and started addressing the junction. It's time to deal with territories. In Benin, there was a particular road close to a river, one small river. Some mermaids were in that river, drinking blood like water in that place. Blood tank they placed there. Strange accidents. A driver will just face death like this and go and die with passengers. Manipulations, scattering people's brake. The junction kept drinking life until one day Idahosa came and took stone and went straight to that place and went to the river and said, as long as I'm alive, drink no more blood. That was the end of accident there. The day Idahosa died, about 4 or 5 buses crashed there. No other priest to maintain the territory. No other person. I wish he didn't say as long as I'm alive. He said as long as I'm alive, drink no other blood. The day he died, the kind of people that lost their life there, nobody, no other person. Stop looking for anybody to pray you out. There's nothing wrong with your mouth. Did you hear me? Did you hear me? Believers are weak. Very weak. You go to churches, you see cold departments, ushers, very weak. Very weak. Cold like ice fish. Choir, weak. Cold like ice block. Media, weak. Cold like ice cream. Pastors and deacons, very weak and cold. So I adjure thee in the name of the Lord. Take your altar seriously. Very seriously. These are dangerous times. Don't fall prey. I am praying for you. And I know that my prayers for you are doing many things. Okay.